delighted with myself for leaving this till Monday morning to sort out. But actually, I don't like to work on a Monday morning. I know that might sound as somebody that has their own business being like, I don't like to work on a Monday morning. It makes it sound as if, you've got your own business, you can just work whenever you like. It kind of makes it sound like those sort of vibes. Although I don't like to work on a Monday morning, I do a fair bit of work on a Sunday. I'm just not into this making it look like running a business is all picking your own hours and going out for coffee dates, and I don't work Monday mornings. Because there's times you're working on a Saturday night, there's times that you work for 18 hours in a day, and the stress of having your own business never leaves you. So even as I'm sorting out all of these clothes, I'm still thinking about work things. I'm still thinking about what I'm going to do next. I'm thinking about making content. I'm thinking about products and offers. If you have your own business, there is never an actual day off the way there would be in a job. Rich life is getting to set it up in a way that brings you joy. I quite like working on a Sunday. That suits me. Not working, not sitting at that desk on a Monday morning, that suits me. Having to sort all this out does not suit me any day of the week. I'm not a hoarder at all. I'm actually the opposite of that. I'm the person that throws stuff out that you actually need because I get overwhelmed and I need everything to be clear. So I probably bin things that I need much more than I hoard stuff that I don't. But why do we do this with clothes? I think this is something left over from like diet culture, that you always had to get back into your jeans or back into that dress you felt amazing in. I am looking through these clothes. I've got clothes in here from 2010. That was 16 years ago. Like, would I even want to wear, even if it fitted me, which it doesn't, even if it did fit me, would I want to wear the clothes that I bought 16 years ago? Probably not. I mean, look at this. What is this? This is a Wonder Woman bikini. I've never wore this. Wonder Woman bikini top. And I guess I've kept this. I cleared these out not too long ago, by the way. So maybe a year ago. I've kept this for what? Am I going to wear this? Like, one of my boobs wouldn't even fit in this. When am I going? I don't even like bikinis. I like swimsuits. When am I going to wear this one? And I've never had this on. When am I going to wear this Wonder Woman tiny bikini top? Bin. I mean, they're not really my vibe. I used to be awful obsessed with Wonder Woman. Bye. Oh, do you know what this is? I decided to start the Badass Rules because about a year after my wedding, and I felt phenomenal at my wedding, but a year after my wedding, I went on a trip to Ibiza with my husband, with one of my best friends, and I remember sitting by the pool at the Jet Apartments in Bossa, if you know, you know. I was round the Jet Apartments, buzzing tunes on, everybody's on it, and I sat the whole day. Didn't get in the pool, didn't get off my lounger, didn't take my dress off. So I wouldn't even sit there in a swimsuit because I'd gained a whole lot of weight after my wedding, as a lot of people do. And I just felt so low. And a big part of it was I was a personal trainer. I should have known better. I shouldn't have had struggles with my body image. I shouldn't have gained weight. I should be looking amazing and looking small and looking fit all of the time. And it was peak diet culture of Slim and World, and Weight Watchers were still huge at the time. Celebrities were getting berated in magazines for putting on weight. So I just felt like I wanted to crawl under a rock, and I was absolutely not sashaying round the pool on my way to the bar the way I do now, regardless of what weight I am. And I sat for a full day making excuses of why I wouldn't get in the pool and I wouldn't take my dress off. And this was the dress. I'm going to keep this, obviously. So this is inside out. But this was the dress that I wouldn't take off. And I sat with it on the whole day. I had just got into strength training. I was just learning about strength training, about lifting heavy, about getting strong. And as I sat there with that dress on, refusing to take it off, feeling at my lowest low, having been obsessed with the scales and losing weight and diets for so many years, I had just started learning about strength training, and I knew at that point women needed more. They needed more to feel their absolute best, to feel like they could kick a door off its hinges. And I knew at the time that strength training was such a big pivotal part of it, and it was such a key to it, that the scales needed to get in the bin and women needed to go and pick up dumbbells, pick up a barbell, and that strength training was the thing they'd been searching for all along to build that strong, confident, happy, healthy, badass body. It wasn't about diets, it wasn't about losing weight, it was about getting fitter, faster and stronger. And it was at that point, 2011, sitting at the jet pool, refusing to take this dress off because I just felt so dreadful. I'm like, no, diets, weight loss, they're fine, but they are not what is going to give you that ultimate feel good, don't care, get in the pool, wear whatever you want, buzzing in your swimsuit, take a selfie kind of confidence. Do you know what? I'm going to wear this in Ibiza this year. I'm going to Ibiza in I think about 11 or 12 weeks. I am going to wear this round the pool. It's a much nicer hotel we stay in now than the Jet Apartments. Still in Bossa, but it's a much fancier hotel that we stay in now. But I'm going to wear this and I'm going to feel phenomenal, and I'm going to feel like I can kick a door off its hinges round the pool in this yellow dress. Full circle moment. Yes. Keep. Cookie. Can I have this back? Can I have this back? We've got to donate some stuff. No. She's eating a bra. Let's go. When it comes to business building, one of the things I want people to really focus on is building their business to create their rich life. This week I was introduced to the concept of slow maxing and slow business building. And I actually realised when I looked at the definition of it, that's what I've been doing all along. That is what rich life is all about. It is about slow business building and slow maxing. If you've not heard these terms before, slow maxing is enjoying the little things in life. So not rushing through stuff, taking time to do things and enjoy the process and enjoy what people call little glimmers, which glimmers, if you've not heard that before, is the opposite of triggers. So enjoying those little moments of, oh, this is so good. The cup of tea you have in the morning, actually savour it, enjoy it. The couple of pages of your book that you read, take time, actually take it in, enjoy the process. If you are like I am right now, I'm sitting in the car waiting on Ross walking Cookie around the park. The weather is horrific, which is why I'm sitting in the car, enjoying the view. This is slow maxing. And then I looked up the concept of slow business building. Slow business building doesn't mean that you want your business to be small. It is still having big goals, but approaching them without hustle culture, without the do more, no excuses, no rest, hustle harder, without all of that. Slow business building is still being ambitious, having big goals, wanting a business that makes you a really good amount of money, but a business that you enjoy building. Slow business building is enjoying the process of building your business while still building this really big, amazing business, or whatever size of business you want to have. And it's not giving yourself stress to always push harder, hustle more, do more, never rest, no excuses. It's not that. And I'm right into this. Rich life, slow maxing, and slow business building. Give me it all. I am here for it. I am here for the amazing, life-changing, epic, impact-having, help lots of people, make lots of money type of business while I enjoy my life, while I have a cup of tea and read my book on a Monday morning rather than jumping right out of bed and getting to my desk. Achieving all of your goals, building your dream business without the burnout, at your own pace, and enjoying the ride. slow maxing, slow business building, rich life, it's a bit of me. And this concept of rich life was absolutely reinforced to me on Friday when we lost one of our degus. I'm not going to go into the story of it because I'm not a cry on camera type of person. And if I tell you the story of it, I'll probably cry. And crying here on camera is just not my vibe. So as I was taking him to the vet for an appointment that I thought was going to be a nip in and out, it was a very basic routine thing that I thought was wrong with him. And as I was driving him to the vet and I was chatting away to him on the way there, I was thinking about how grateful I am that I have built my business in such a way that whenever they need to go to the vet in an emergency situation, because I didn't even know until like 10 o'clock on Friday morning that he had to go to the vet, I phoned up and I was like, he's got to come in today. And they were like, right, bring him, be here in an hour and a half. And I was like, right, no problem. In the car, and off we went. And my business allows me to do that. If I worked a 9 to 5 job, if I had any type of job, I can't literally just drop everything and take off to the vets. But I can in my business. And this is something that I'm super grateful for. And this is a big part of the way I have built my business, because having that freedom and flexibility to, at a drop of a hat, take my animals to the vet, or decide on one day that I'm going to go meet a pal for a coffee, having that freedom and flexibility in my schedule it's everything to me. That is rich life to me. When I was driving him to the vet, I was super grateful for the, what turns out to be, slow business building and rich life approach that I've taken to build my business, that I have not crammed my calendar full of immovable meetings, and I don't ever have to say no to something that is super important to me, like taking one of my animals to the vet, because of a work commitment. But it is something I'm super grateful for this weekend. And something else that's really sitting with me now is the fact that of George and Mallow, our 2 degus, Mallow has had medical conditions that most vets won't even treat. We're super lucky that our vet is like one of the UK's leading specialists in degus. But Mallow has had so many conditions and such rare conditions that he's literally at the vet every 2 weeks. Whenever I phone, they're like, oh yeah, Mallow, yeah. Everybody in the practice knows him. He has interacted with, and our practice is really big. Everybody in our practice interacts with him at some point. He's there literally like every 2 weeks. George, our other degu, very rarely went, had absolutely nothing wrong with him. He was the easiest boy. I was very careful about my time with Mallow, because I thought my time with Mallow is extremely limited, because he's so underweight, he's lost all of his hair, he's still got a hole in his nose from a procedure he had 18 months ago, but he's full of life. And George never had anything wrong with him. He just toddled about, wasn't a single, he was old, but he wasn't a single bit of bother, never had any medical conditions, didn't need to go to the vet every 5 minutes like Mallow. And it was George we lost on Friday. I assumed I had years left with George. And he basically went up to the back of the vets to get the little thing fixed that he needed fixed. And minutes later he was gone, because he had a suspected stroke. And I had all of these plans for what I was going to do with George and all the time I would spend with him, and because I thought I had years left with him. And I didn't. And the one thing I want you to take from this, not in a morbid way, but I hope in an inspirational way, is you don't have the time. Like, don't assume you have more time. Stop putting things off for another day, for another week, for next month, for next year, because you might not have that time. When it comes to business building, stop putting things off. When it comes to your health, stop putting things off. I'll do it later, I'll do it next week. Do it now. You don't know what is going to come in the future. You don't know what obstacles will be put in your way. You don't know how your path is going to change. You don't know the people that you'll meet, the people that will drift in and out of your life. You don't know what's to come. Tomorrow's not promised for anything or anyone. So stop putting stuff off for later. Use the expensive perfume, book the trip, start the business. Stop putting stuff off for another day. Take action, do it now. Live your best, happiest, richest life right now. I hope this has inspired you to take a bit of action, and if it has, come and tell me what you're going to do. What are you going to take action on? What were you putting off for later or next year or next month that now you're going to start taking action on today? Come and tell me all of your inspirational stories, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye!